The other day I was the whole day in the boutique in Geneva. And I was amazed that we have a lot of young people coming in. 16, 18, 20. It's good. This is always what I wanted to achieve. That we also touch this...
To get them started on the journey of Chopard.
Before, so they grow into a 20-carat flawless.
Ah. What is Chopard?
It's a family business founded in 1860, and my father has taken it over in 1963 from Louis Chopard, because he didn't have any family member to continue. And also my family is since 4 generations in the watch and jewelry business. From the south of Germany, from a place called Pforzheim. Where the German comes in handy is really the quality of the manufacturing. We're very precise and very much down to the gritty little details. I always had a passion for jewelry and stones and art in general. I always used to paint. When I was 14, 15 already, I was very much interested in what my parents were doing, and I often went to the factory after school and being fascinated by all the little details that go into a watch. Once I went to an exhibition, and it was one of the first my father sent me to the Philippines, and they needed a family member, and I was just 17 and I was sort of helping out.
Yes.
And my father said the vice president will be coming, and I walked out of the plane with jeans, t-shirt and great. And there was a representative
girl
in front of me, and then there was a red carpet and the minister, because Mrs. Marcos, she was organizing all of that.
Oh, you're kidding, this is back in the time of Imelda Marcos.
And I went out and they looked around, they said, where is the vice president? And then this representative, he said, she's here. I said, oh my God, she's a kid.
What is the point
what
of
it
jewelry?
gives maybe to a woman when she receives such a gift.
What is it?
A little piece of luxury, a little piece of dream. I think it's difficult to express it somehow in words, but you don't really need a 10-carat diamond. But who would say no if you offer it to somebody? In Egypt, the men used to cover their women with jewelry to show who they are and how much importance they give also to their women. And it's still a little bit like this.
What are women looking for particularly in a piece of jewelry?
Somehow they look to find their character, their own character and personality.
So they're looking to reflect themselves.
To reflect themselves in that piece of jewelry.
How do you come up with your designs?
You don't sit down and say, today I have to have no idea. It doesn't work like this at all. Luckily, I travel a lot, so I get a lot of inspirations from being abroad.
Would it be fair to say that a lot of what we see in Chopard, the modern image of Chopard, has come from you and your brother? Your generation?
I think so. I see. I mean, my parents for sure have put the milestones.
Clearly, they've
but I
the
think
foundation.
When I started, we didn't have any jewelry, and my father didn't want to know nothing about it. We were just pure watchmaking. We had the Happy Diamond concept, it existed, but only for the watches. And for me, this was something that went much more for the jewelry rather than the watches.
Yes, clear.
So my first design was the clown with the Happy Diamonds.
Yes.
And I was still in school, and then we did that.
Serious?
And that's how the jewelry started.
Do you deal with customers still today?
Of course, every day.
Do you sell very important pieces to these customers yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What's it like when
That's what I like most.
Really?
Yes.
What's the biggest piece you've sold in terms of value? When was the first time you sold some serious pieces? Was it a big surprise for you?
It was some time ago already. Yeah, it's a satisfaction. It's really, you feel, you don't even believe that you did it somehow.
Yeah.
Well, we had a watch once for about $10 million, and I sold it.
A watch?
Yeah.
One watch?
Yeah, one watch.
$10 million? God, what the heck was this watch?
It was with some special big stones,
Yes.
unique pieces.
Yes.
And he was, I mean, the watch was like packing up these stones. But this is like selling, like I say, a collector's item, like selling a beautiful piece of furniture.
Clear.
So, or a beautiful painting, a
piece of
one-off.
art.
But it's interesting because you see how people react, and I love to do that, honestly. And for me, also being in creation, it's very important that I'm close to the end consumer. So I see, I listen, I see what's wrong or what's right, or you know.
Have you been surprised with some of these people, some of these glitterati?
Oh, you know, when you really face to face with them, they're just like you and me. They're not glitterati. I mean, this is their image they have from the media and the movies and so on. In a way, they're really very simple often, and they like to do exactly like what you want to do. I mean, Jose Carreras, after concert, he likes to eat a plate of spaghetti or pizza in his room. Jose Carreras, for example, who is a very close friend to the family, and not see anybody, you know, and just be normal. We have produced a watch together with Prince Charles for his foundation. We had helped a polo match where he was playing too, and to thank the people who were helping this foundation at the time, he gave a dinner, and I happened to sit next to him and said, oh my God, when am I going to talk to him the whole night long? And he is so sweet and so full of life and humor.
Really?
You know, he has this really English humor. And he has this little shop in St. James's Palace, where he sells his products from the agriculture, which is all natural and so on, the honey and books about gardening and things, and all the
Prince
proceeds.
Charles?
Yes, but it's a private thing.
Yes.
It's only when he has guests, and so you can go there afterwards. And I said, oof, I didn't take it. I said, do you take American Express? He said, of course. all the proceeds go, he said, I'm modern, all the proceeds go to his foundation. And then I said, why don't you make something a little bit more expensive where you make more money for the foundation? And so we came to talk about watches and the association of Jose Carrera with his Leukemia Foundation. And that's how the whole story started. I think it's important that people, especially when it comes to a certain amount of money, they identify with something and not a name or a big brand. You can make a watch for 10 francs and you can make a watch for 100,000 francs. Only by not putting stones, by the way you finish everything. You can have a dial which is 10 centimes and you can have one that is 2,000 francs because they are handmade, hand painted. Then you have the numbers, they are cut out and put on. So there's a lot. This is luxury.